There are many definitions of a father: provider, protector, guardian. But in the story you're about to hear, father means something far greater. It means unshakable faith, relentless love, and a promise that survived war, pain, and time. This is the story of Jatoe Boimah, a man from Boimah County, Liberia, who lost everything except hope. Long before the war came, Jatoe Boimah lived a quiet, honest life in the green hills of Boimah. He was a farmer, humble but proud. His heart belonged to two people, his beautiful wife Sata and their miracle child Mino. Mino was born under the stars on a quiet September night, but that joy turned to tears when Sata passed away from complications after childbirth. From that moment on, Mino became Jatoe's everything: his purpose, his promise to his late wife, his reason to rise each morning. When Mino turned 7, an opportunity came for Jatoe, a temporary job in Monrovia. He didn't want to go, but he believed it could change their lives. So with a heavy heart, he left Mino in the care of his older cousin, Auntie Dewi, and promised to return in a few days. "Be good, my son," he said, kneeling before the boy. "Papa will be back with sweets and your new shoes." But fate had other plans. The rebels came like a storm in the night. Chaos swallowed the village. Auntie Dewi, wounded by a stray bullet, fled with little Mino in her arms. They crossed rivers, hid in forests, and finally stumbled into Sierra Leone. But Dewi was too weak. In desperation, she handed Mino over to a strange woman, a refugee headed inland. "Please, take him. Keep him safe," were her last words before she collapsed. When Jatoe returned to the village, it was dust and ashes. Houses burned, bodies buried, no trace of Mino, only whispers, only silence. But he refused to believe his son was dead. Year after year he searched, through camps, cities, and ruins, clutching the only photo he had of Mino, worn and fading. People said, "Let go, Jatoe, the boy is gone." But he never did, because a father doesn't give up, not on his child, not on his promise. 20 years passed, the war ended, but the pain didn't. Jatoe, now older and limping from a life spent searching, discovered something new: Facebook. With help from a neighbor's teenage son, he created an account. Every day he posted Mino's childhood photo, captioned with, "I am Jatoe Boimah of Boimah County. My son Mino was 7 when we got separated during the war. If you know this face, help me bring him home." And people began to share, hundreds, thousands, across Liberia, Sierra Leone, across the world. Then one day, a message appeared in Jatoe's inbox. Simple, unexpected. "I think I am Mino." Tears rolled down Jatoe's face before he even read the rest. The young man had grown up in Kenema, Sierra Leone, raised by the same woman who took him from Dewi. He had always known he wasn't her biological child. He had always wondered. And that photo unlocked everything. Mino grew up in Kenema, Sierra Leone, raised by the woman who rescued him. Her name was Mama Salma. She gave him shelter, but not her name, not her love, not truly. Everywhere Mino went, people whispered, "That's not her child. He's the Liberian boy. He's not one of us." In school, classmates mocked his accent. Some called him war child. Others refused to share lunch with him. Even adults treated him with suspicion, as if his very presence reminded them of a war they wanted to forget. He would sit alone sometimes and whisper, "Where is my real father? Did he ever come back?" But no answers came. But there was one place Mino felt free, the football field. With every kick, he forgot he was a stranger. With every goal, the voices silenced. The ball became his companion, his therapy, his shield. By 17, people began to take notice. His feet danced like the wind. By 24, a scout from Sweden offered him a contract, a chance to leave behind pain and chase something bigger. Just before boarding that flight, something pulled him back. One night, Mino was packing for Sweden. A friend scrolling Facebook paused. "Wait, this boy, this looks like you." Mino froze. It was the same photo Mama Salma had shown him once, the only clue to his past. He clicked the post, read the name. Jatoe Boimah, father, searching, Boimah County. His hands trembled. He wrote back, "I think I am Mino." In less than 3 weeks, Mino was back in Liberia, a tall man now, strong, focused, yet that same little boy in his father's eyes. Jatoe waited outside Roberts International Airport, heart pounding like a drum, and when Mino stepped out, they embraced like time never passed. Tears flowed, strangers clapped, and Jatoe whispered, "I kept my promise, son. I never stopped looking." The reunion happened under the mango tree in Jatoe's compound. Mino stepped out of a car, tall, strong, but with the same eyes. They didn't speak at first, they just wept. Jatoe held his son like a treasure lost in the sea, whispering, "Your mother can rest now, my son. I found you, I found you." 5 months later, Jatoe stood in Stockholm, coat zipped, eyes wide with wonder. His son Mino had brought him to Sweden, a place he never imagined, but where love now lived. Mino's football contract became his platform, not just for his talent, but to tell the story of children displaced by war, and the fathers who never give up. This Father's Day, remember the story of Jatoe Boimah, the man who lost his son to war, but never to time. And the story of Mino, who found strength in struggle and a home in his father's arms. To every father who has waited, prayed, searched, and stood firm, you are the heroes we don't sing enough about. A true father never gives up, not when it's hard, not when it hurts, not even when the world tells him it's over. Because a father's love is not measured by the years he's present, but by the promise he never stops keeping. Today they sit together, father and son, rebuilding what time and war tried to steal. Jatoe never remarried, never had more children. His heart never stopped beating for one. This Father's Day we honor men like Jatoe, not just for what they provide, but for the love they never stop giving. For the nights they don't sleep, the prayers they whisper, the mountains they climb for their children. Because a true father's love endures all things, believes all things, never fails. Happy Father's Day to the heroes like Jatoe Boimah, and to every father who never stops loving. Thanks for watching. Please share this story with that special father you want to honor on this Father's Day. A true father never gives up, not when it's hard, not when it hurts, not even when the world tells him it's over.